This is episode 74 of Knit in the Zone. Thank you all for joining me today. I really appreciate you spending some time with me today. If you are new or if you're interested in finding me across social media, you can go to the down bar below. There's a link tree. It pulls up my Instagram, my Facebook, as well as my yarn shop. The yarn shop is called traintrackfiberdesigns.com, and that's where I sell all of my artisan hand-dyed yarns, and all the show notes are at knitinthezone.com. Like I said, all the links are below. So let's get started. Last week I was here, but I was kind of too busy to knit a lot, so I put up that fringe bag kind of review and talked about that last week, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. While I was gone, I had time to kind of like do some dream knitting and some stocking of some things, so I have a few things to share with you. First thing I found is actually a crochet project, but I didn't realize that until I'd already added it to my favorites and liked it a lot. So this is called the Granny Stripe Kimono Cardigan, and this is actually a crochet along that's going on. It is $5.50 for the pattern, and I did not write down the yarn weight because basically after I saw it was crochet, I was like, oh, well, nothing. But I still thought it was really, really cute, and I thought you guys might like that. I know some of you crochet too, so I thought you might, enjoy that. So that's the first thing. Second thing I found, this is actually a scarf, and I'm not usually one to like knit a scarf, but I thought this was super cute, and the pattern's free. It's called, what is this called? Zigzag Scarf. And it's actually a free pattern. It's fingering weight yarn, and it is knit, and it's cute as pie. You could knit that with leftovers, with your scraps, whatever. You could do it with less colors, more colors, whatever. I don't know that you could actually get more colors because she's kind of using a lot here. Wearing, yeah, she's kind of using a lot of colors there, but you could definitely do less if you wanted. So that's cute. This is called Heart's Content. This is a sweater by Jennifer Beal, and it is $8.75 for the pattern. Once again, a lot of colors going on here. There's some lace at the top right here around the neckline area, and short sleeve sweater, super adorable. Fingering weight yarn, love it. This is called Hotel of Bees, and this is a shawl, and this is actually crochet as well. Once again, I didn't realize it was crochet until I'd already added it to my favorites and I was taking notes on it. But this is fingering weight yarn, and it is $6 for the pattern. You could do more colors if you wanted, obviously. I don't know why I'm telling you like you need permission, but super, super cute. And then this is the last thing. So this is called Nyx, and this is $5 for the pattern. This is a knit pattern, 3 colors, fingering weight yarn, lace and stripes. You can't go wrong. Seems like it would keep it really interesting to knit it because of, you do have the lace sections and then the stripe sections, so it seems like it'll be a lot of fun. So that's everything I stocked. So it felt like a lot more whenever I was making notes, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's 5 things. That's kind of more than normal. But anyways, so I have a finished object, I have a new cast on, and I have a thing to talk about. So first off, we're going to talk about the big thing and get the elephant out of the room. So remember in the last episode, well, if you watched the last episode, I told you guys that I knew I had messed something up like for real, real bad on the stitch count around these parts. Well, yeah, so I recounted it yesterday actually, and y'all, I don't know how I got this off track. So I was like, I think in the last episode I said I think I probably have about 10 or 12 stitches off. Y'all, I'm off by 42 stitches. One side has 122 stitches and one side has 80 stitches. How am I off that bad? So anyways, that's why it's jacked up and like gangly and like walking like that. That's why, because 42 stitches, because I was thinking, let me just count it and just see, because maybe it's not that bad off, because I was going to try to wear it. No, I mean, not like yet, it's too hot, it's like 90 degrees out, but I was gonna like put it in the, you know, handmade drawer and be like, oh, well, it'll be fine, you know, I'll just wear it. No, I'm gonna have to rip it back, but I still have it. Anyways, so in case you missed it last time, I'm gonna show you really quick. We're not gonna spend a lot of time on this, but it's like hilarious. So first off, you can tell because I'm holding the one tight and the other one's like down here balled up. But anyway, so yeah, it's off by a lot. So toodles, go over there. All right, put my note so I don't have to recount it. All right, so I have a FO. No sticker just came in done. Okay, so my FO. This went super fast. So this is the one I always mess up the name because it was French and I'm not a person who speaks French. So this is Marettimosweater, I think. We're just gonna call it that. And it's done. Well, I haven't blocked it or weaved in my ends, but it's done. So it went really quick. I think it took me less than 2 weeks to knit, even though I basically didn't knit but like a tiny bit for those 3 days last week. So it really went quick. And I did do short sleeves. The pattern calls for long sleeves, or is written for long sleeves. And I didn't actually decrease my arms anymore. And I kind of wish that I had decreased them sooner, I guess, or more frequently, so that it would be a little bit tighter, because a little bit loose in the arms, but it's not like gaping or anything. It's looser than this, but it's not like, you know, a big deal. And the sleeves are, yeah, about to there, about that long. So it's cool. I knit the size 35, I think is what I made. And then let me hold it up for you guys so you can actually see the texture. So I love this texture on this thing. This thing flew off the needles. I think 2 reasons. Number one, it was a fun project because of, you know, the texture just keeps it interesting. For me anyway, that like makes all the difference, just to have it, you know, it's not just stuck in it. So I thought that was a lot of fun to have the texture, and then also the stripes. So you're looking forward to, it really is kind of that, oh, just one more row thing because you have stripes. So kind of kept it interesting in that way too. Also, since I made it short sleeve, obviously that made it go a little bit faster too. And then I did a little cheat thing too that I want to tell you guys about. And I am not advocating like cheating on your knitting, okay? So don't take it like that. But I'm gonna tell you what I did because I think that this is super awesome. So it calls for twisted rib, 1x1 twisted rib. Come on and focus. If I get my head out of the way. Okay, calls for 1x1 twisted rib. And if you'll notice, the front is twisted rib and the back is not twisted rib. If you hear Bella snoring, that's what that is. So you can see it looks different. So what I actually do whenever I do twisted rib, and I figured this out, I don't know, this year at some point. I think a pattern actually told me to do this, and I don't know what pattern it was. So I'm not gonna take credit for it because I don't know where I actually got this idea. But ever since I saw it, I've started doing it this way. So what I actually do is, if it's something that I'm not using the twisted rib to like actually do anything but be decorative, what I'm doing is actually knitting through the back loop and purling like you normally would. So it gives you that tight look on the front. I wish I could hold this up so it'd be side by side so you can see what I'm talking about. Maybe it'll do it. I think my head's the problem. Yeah. So you see how it looks different. The one that's closest to the green stripe, that's the one that's twisted, and the other one is not twisted. So it gives you the appearance of twisted rib, which looks really cool on the front, but then you don't have to do the work on the back. Now, I'm not gonna say that's like a technically right thing to do, and I'm sure like whatever, the knitting guild people would probably not appreciate me telling people that, but I think it looks cool and it's way faster. Twisted rib for me, the hardest part is purling through that other loop because like it's kind of like fidgety for me. So anyways, yeah, that's what I did. So I did that on all of the places that you're supposed to do ribbing. And then I did stretchy bind off on the hem and the cuffs, and then on the neckline I did a regular bind off. So I just did a regular one because I felt like this neck hole was already like kind of gonna be where I wanted it to be. So I didn't want to do anything stretchy there. So that's the shirt. I knit it on size 4 needles for the body, and then I only did a 3 for the cuffs because my 2s that I like are in my bag on my blanket. So yeah. And then as far as yarn goes, I used less. Well, keep in mind, I did short sleeves, so it took way less yarn. But I did less than 2 balls of my main color, and I have 35 grams left of that. So I used, what is that? Like 1.65 balls, yeah, of yarn for the main part. And then for my contrasting colors, I only used 4. And I have 7, these were 20 gram skeins. So I have 7 grams of 3 of them, and then I have 5 grams of this one. And the reason I have less is because on the bottom of it, I decided to go around one more time on that last color. So that's why it's kind of a weird amount, but that's awesome because it gives me enough to put 1 square of each of those in my blanket. Which I didn't bring that to show you guys because I don't think I've even put anything on it at all since last time I showed you. I don't think I have. Maybe I have. I don't believe so though. I haven't worked on it recently because I don't even remember last time I picked it up. So yeah. Next thing, I feel like this is kind of like a scattered about episode. Next thing is I have a new cast on, and I feel like my camera just did a weird color shift. I have a new cast on. This is Marettimo by Caitlin Hunter. I think I bought this the day it was released, but I didn't cast it on until Sunday, which, yeah, that's yesterday for me because I'm actually recording on a Monday. So, hi. Hi, it's me from the past. So this is all I have so far. I just have the lace section done, the first lace section done. And I love it. I love the colors so much. I'm making the extra small because she has this thing written so that it should have like 7 to 11 inches of positive ease, and I didn't want that much. So I'm knitting the extra small, and I did go ahead and like put this on a bigger cable and put it around me to make sure that I was going down the right path. And it actually fits, it fits how I want a sweater to fit, which is more form-fitting than not. And yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm going to actually only use 2 colors. I am using the size 3s, I think is what she calls for. I didn't swatch, but she called for you to use a size 3 needle for the body and then a size 2 needle somewhere along the line, which we haven't got to yet. And so I am using a size 3. I didn't swatch, and I'm only using 2 colors, and I'm switching a thing up too. So I wish, you know what, let me just show you so you know what I'm talking about. Because it's going to be way easier for me to explain this if I'm actually holding it up so you can see it rather than me trying to say, oh, here we do this and this. So this is the sample picture that I saw online, and I'm down here in this section. I am only using 2 colors. So what I did was I'm not using this middle section. I just did my contrasting stripe, which is the dark color. So I'm using that, just using, you know, a couple rows of that, and then I'm gonna do lace again. But I'm gonna do 3 lace repeats, or 3 whatever sections of lace, basically is what I'm saying, rather than only 2, because I am altering it, you know, and only using 2 colors anyway. So I thought that would be fun. So my main color is actually gonna be this, and then this. I actually only have I didn't words. Okay, I didn't intend to only use 2 colors. I intended to use 3 colors. My color that I chose for my body though, it wasn't really flowing with everything. Like I felt like it was like really I don't know, I feel like it was gaudy altogether. So I just ripped back, because I'd already knit that whole entire panel in between there, that little strip. I'd already knit that. So I actually just picked up down here, ripped all that back out, and then I'm gonna do lace. So it's gonna go lace, stripe, lace right here. I'm not doing a big section, stripe again, and then lace again. And then I'll just move on from there and do the whole body in this color. And I keep calling it this color because it hasn't been named yet. I dyed that with the idea of using it as my contrasting color, and then I was gonna use Quiet Things for the body, but it just didn't, I don't know. I think it would have looked good if I had made maybe a bigger size, but the reason it didn't look good is because you know how some of the yarns, if they're hand dyed and then they have that like piece that's like this big or even longer, it'll do pooling, and it was pooling really bad with gray. And I was just like, I don't know, if it's doing that in that part right there and it's only that big, I just didn't know if I would be happy with it. So I elected to pull it back and just do 2 colors. But I love this color. So this is the color I'm using for my body of it, and this will be in the shop. It is not named yet because honestly, I didn't even like intend to necessarily put it in the shop yet. But then after I saw how pretty it is when it's up, I dyed even more of it. And so it's gonna go in the shop, but it's not up yet. Hopefully by the time this episode airs, it will be up, but it's not named yet. So that's gonna be the main color of my sweater. And then this is Quiet Things, and this is what I was gonna use for the body, but you see how it has this whole gray section? It was like making like, it was pooling basically because of the size of sweater I'm using. So that is in the shop now too. And then also this is Stay Out of the Forest. And that's all I've got, guys. So basically I just totally segued into a shop update accidentally. But anyway, I'm sure you guys don't really care. So shop is updated. By the time you guys see this, all that will be in the shop. There are now drop-down menus. I think I mentioned last week whenever I did my fringe bag review type thing, that I've updated the shop. So it's a completely different platform than it was. I can do international shipping again. Also, there's drop-down menus so you can shop by fiber content as well as weight of yarn. And then there's a search menu option now, and you should be able to type in color up there if you're just particularly looking for, you know, a particular color. Yeah, so that's all I have as far as like knitting and yarn shop stuff. I did want to tell you guys, so I'm still watching Big Brother, and I'm recording this on a Monday. So last thing I saw was Tyler went up on the block. So that's crazy because I'm like Team Tyler. So that's not good. And then obviously Caitlin went home. Last time we talked about this, I was still Team Caitlin too. So yeah, that's not good for my Big Brother game. And then we started watching Sharp Objects on HBO. Sharp Objects is a no, it's not true crime. It is a murder mystery. It's not true crime, I don't think. Could be true crime. I don't think so though. I think it's just a murder mystery. Anyway, but it's a series on HBO. It's pretty graphic. If you're not okay with like, you know, gory stuff, then don't watch it at all. You will not be a happy person. I'm okay with that somewhat, but even this makes me be like, no. Anyway, so yeah, there's that. And then what else? Yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, we started watching something on Hulu. It's called 11/22/63, and it's about JFK getting assassinated, but it's actually about a person who's trying to go back in time and stop it from happening. We're only on episode 1, so I don't know if it pans out or not, and I also heard that the series got canceled, so I don't know that we'll ever find out. But it is good, and I don't know why it got canceled. I guess maybe not enough people know about it. I don't know. We've only watched 1 episode, but I still want to watch more. So that's what's up. I think that's everything I have for you guys. If you're interested in checking out the yarn shop, go to the link below so you can get to it, because I think whenever you actually type in traintrackfiberdesigns.com, I think it tells you that the link is broken for some reason, but it's not. It's there. So anyway, use the clickables if you're interested. And I will see you guys next Thursday with a new episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon. Hope you have an awesome weekend. Bye, guys.